Well, Andy, first league defeat of the season, but what did you make of the overall performance?
I think the message I've been trying to relay to the players and to you guys after the first 4 games, that there was lots of areas for improvement, and after our first defeat of the season, the message is the same. It's disappointing to come away having got ourselves in front just before our time. A way in which we thought if we could press high and turn the ball over, which Lee did. Lee went all the way in, and great tackle, and we score after two more passes. A good finish, and we find ourselves in front at half time. It had been really a nothing game. There hadn't been chances for them, chances for us. It was a tactical game really, in terms of both teams playing a very similar formation and a lot of 1v1 duels. But looking at the 2 goals which they've scored, the first one is a fantastic last pass from them to find the player in the 6-yard box. We don't make close enough contact with him. But the second goal's really disappointing. We try and play a ball through the middle of the pitch, which obviously gets cut out, and then we jump and we leave ourselves 2v1, and the goal scorer has ran from a deeper position than our covering player in that position. So we have to recognise that. We have to learn from that. And as I've been saying, and I've just said to the players now, when we've been winning a couple of games and drawing a couple of games, the message has been exactly the same. There's lots and lots of areas for us to get better at, and that's what we'll try and do.
As you mentioned there, the opening goal, is what you're really good at, that transition and getting the ball forward. And we've got to mention 𝗦𝗧𝗣𝗦𝗢 again, 4 goals in 5 league games. All right, that was a different sort of finish from it. Yeah,
and I think generally goals in our league, they're not scored after 30 passes from one team. They're scored in moments like that, or from set plays. And it's important to say when those actions happen that you take advantage, which we did. But also they did as well. So I say certainly for the second goal, where we lose possession in the middle of the pitch, and they counter attack really quickly, and they get themselves in front. So listen, all those things for us to say, to look at it and try to get better and try and improve from. 5th game, we've got ourselves 8 points, and we'll come in on Monday and we'll do exactly the same as the things we do when we've won or drawn, and we'll look at the reasons why, and we'll try and make improvements.
Decisions not quite going your way towards the end. A lot of pressure. There was 𝗦𝗧𝗣𝗦𝗢 with a shot deflected wide. I think possibly it might have been with a hand, and then he didn't get a corner eitherwards. And then the keeper seems to push 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗥 over at the end as well. So there was a lot of pressure, and perhaps not quite decisions going your way.
Yeah, as I said last week, the referees have got a difficult job, and he's out there to make honest decisions. That's what he's done. We thought from the bench it looked like it was a corner. I don't know whether it was handball. You're telling me something I don't know. It looked like there was contact when Luke's up there in the last minute from their keeper. Again, the referee's got a decision to make, but we haven't lost the game because of the referee's performance.
But you'd be pleased with the reaction. I mean, players going to the end again, pushing and the fans right behind you as well.
Yeah, we went to the end. We've conceded a late goal here against Gillingham, so goals are scored at the death in games, and so it's important that when you do walk off the pitch, you can't have given any more, and the players have done that without question. Say things we haven't done well enough today, so they walk away with the points. We will look at it like we say we always do, and we'll look for solutions for us to get better.
Work in progress, as you say. You've said that from the start of the season, and 8 points already. I mean, that's a decent start, isn't it, to the season? Yeah,
it was a decent start before the game. It's less decent now, obviously. But again, I'm not asked yesterday, will we make a statement if we won? No, don't make any statements. It's a 46 league campaign. We're looking for consistency in our overall game, and that's what we'll continue to try and do.
Final question, we are getting close to the deadline now. Are you close or very close to 1 or 2 coming in?
We're looking to try and improve the squad. I've just said that to the players now. It's my job to look at areas in the squad where I think we need to improve. We're not going to have the biggest squad in terms of numbers, but what that gives us is the reality that every player is close to selection. They have to train really, really well. I have to then make decisions and try and pick the right team. Are we actively looking to improve the squad? Yes, we are. It comes down to so many factors, whether you can get deals over the line. Obviously, us as a club trying to recruit someone, the player, the other club, but it's an area that we've been looking at now since last season finished, areas where we think we can provide competition but also provide more quality within the group, and if we can do something, it'll allow us to become a better group.
Forward particularly, is that sort of one area particularly where you might want to strengthen?
Listen, we'll keep talking to players and to football clubs. When somebody has signed the piece of paper, we can then announce it, and everyone will realise if we've done something or not. The deadline is obviously 7 o'clock on Monday, so we're just over 48 hours away from that. We've been talking. It's been a busy week for me, and I've attended 2 of the games, and you're looking at the standard in League 2 and other clubs, and you're trying to make judgments on what they look like compared to us. Conversations have been taking place since the second week in May or whatever last season finished about how we can improve the squad, and I think the squad we've built so far is a good squad. Yeah, we want to try and add a little bit more if we possibly can. And then when the window closes on Monday, we've got the group we've got. Everyone will feel part of that. Everyone has got an opportunity to play. A lot of that depends on them. I then have to make decisions based on what I'm seeing, obviously, and then the window will then reopen in January, and everyone will start panicking again, and we'll start this whole process again. But thankfully for me, it's only got 48 hours left, and then it allows us, just to concentrate on what we've got, and everyone knows then they've all got clarity whether they're here or not, etc.
Fans just need to be a bit patient and wait for that deadline to pass.
Everyone needs to be patient. There's no guarantee in terms of anything. Every football club, I would imagine, for the next 48 hours is going to try and do something if they can within the restraints of their football club and what they're operating with. We're no different. We are actively trying to do something. Myself, Parky, Ollie, we're talking and identifying and looking at what we've done so far and what's standing out for us in terms of what are we actually missing. And we're trying to do something, we're trying to act on that, and it certainly won't be for the want of trying or for a lack of effort or not committing to trying to do something. My job is to try and improve the football side of the football club, to try and improve the playing squad individually and collectively, so that what has happened over the last few years, we want to be aiming at the top end of the table. I'm not trying to hide away from that. We want to be challenging. I think we've brought in some really good players, and we're trying to do a little bit more.
Appreciate you straight talking as usual. Thanks, Andy.
Thank you.
Cheers.